So the inevitable happened. What inevitable happened? We had a review of the Numark Mixtrack, which is amazing. But nature calls, man. I think I want to have a little bit more of effects, and I want to grow with it, along with getting a little bit more used to feel of the professional side, interface wise, and all that stuff makes sense to me. So today, guys, we are going to unbox the Numark Mixtrack. So let's do this. Pretty nice box, and here we go. 3 months of title is included. This is the Numark Platinum FX. We have to. Comes with, once again, Numark stickers, some user guide, USB cable. This unit is powered with this one. No dedicated power supply, which is a good thing. All right. Look at the size of the jog wheels, guys. This is 6 inches, and before anything else, the most satisfying of them all, yes. Oh yeah. Look at the size of this turntable. The DJ controller is the Mixtrack Platinum FX with built-in LCD in the middle. This is huge. Let me show you the difference. Look at the party mix and look at the Mixtrack. Literally half of the size. And look at the jog wheels of the Mixtrack and the party mix. This is the big brother. Now the main thing about this one is the output is RCA right down here. So RCA, that would be the output. So for the output, you need to buy an RCA to XLR. This is what I chose. A couple of reasons. I have a lot of XLR outputs. My studio monitors and my PA speaker that I intended to use this device are all capable of XLR. So I have 10 feet and I have 15 feet, depending on where I'm gonna use this device. USB powered by a laptop, no external power device or adapter is needed. Microphone 3/4, no XLR input, but you'll be able to use any of your pro microphones, dynamic or condenser. In front, you'll see a 1/4 inch for the headphones in the 3.5 millimeter. So regardless of what headphones you use, iPhone headphones with that pointy thing, which is 3.5, or the big 1/4 inch, this should be able to cater that. So one thing about this right off the bat is I noticed that the pads does not have the clicking sound of the party mix. This is plush, like my Zoom PodTrack B8 for podcasting, and for my Mixtrack. This is good. The party mix, and this is the Mixtrack. You can hear the party mix. This is the Mixtrack. Nothing. That is a thumbs up. Plus, big plus. And for testing purposes, we are going to weigh the Mixtrack, and the Mixtrack clocks in at 5.4 pounds. So after 21 days, I think I have a more solid feedback on the Mixtrack Platinum FX by Numark. I have been playing this controller at least 1 hour a day, more likely more than that on a span of 21 days. And all I can say for beginner aspiring DJ as a hobby, this unit right here is a very solid foundation. This is all the things that ticks all the boxes for beginner DJs, and it has more features that will spoil you. And if you have a better gripping on what's happening on the DJ realm, when you have an understanding of beats per minute, the effects, the transitions, it is amazing. So like what we stated, guys, the unit itself has RCA on the back. So to be able to connect to monitor speakers, you know, PA speakers, you're gonna need to get a cable. So in my case, I went to Guitar Center. I did not have a RCA to 1/4 inch for my monitor. And also, if you have a bigger speakers, this monitor has XLR as well, but I do already have the XLR, so I want to have a choice to have a 3/4 and RCA. It's good to have, you know, backup cables in the future if you need it. And quick tip, go to your local Guitar Center. This type of cable, which is the live wire cable, they got lifetime warranties in this. Cost you maybe around, I don't know, $20 for 6 feet. And if there's problem with it, all you gotta do is go to the Guitar Center and they'll swap it for free. Quick tip. So what you would want to do is plug the back part of the RCA to your unit. Anywhere should be okay since this is RCA. This is the left and the right because there's 2 speakers, left and the right. So one thing, guys, this is USB powered. All you got to do is plug the unit back to the USB and going towards your computer. You're gonna notice now, as soon as we plug it in, it's gonna flicker. Look at this nice LCD right here. This is what I like, and I mentioned that you're gonna get spoiled because of this. It's very, very useful, guys. A lot of people doesn't really appreciate it, but for beginners like me, this is an amazing feature. So if you're a beginner DJ like me, there is an awesome software included on this unit. It's called Serato DJ Lite. Everything to start with is included on that software. However, if you chose to upgrade to the Pro Serato, you're gonna need to pay extra $279. It will unlock a lot of features within the deck itself and for your future decks if you chose to upgrade in the future. But right now, this is only locked into the light version. However, after at least more than a month, at least a month now, so the inevitable happened. I acquired the Serato DJ Pro, and definitely it changed a lot. I cannot nitpick or tell you everything, but it's amazing. So as soon as you paired the hardware to the Serato DJ Pro or Lite, it will stop the flickering, and definitely you're ready and set to go on playing your tracks. So this is how it looks like inside the Serato DJ Pro. As a quick review, guys, we're not gonna run down all the features and all the awesome stuff. I'm just gonna show you how to easily operate this one. This is going to be the browser mode. If you can see into the DJ Pro of Serato, it's going to be the browsing feature. If you click once, it's gonna go to the crates. What you call crates is the place where you can select, you know, the genres and the types depending on how you manage your crates or your folders. That would be the easiest way to say it. And you can pick the ones that you like. So for example, if you pick that one, you can hit this left button for this deck right here. So it's going to be ready for you. However, when you pick it, you make sure you press this button right here and you can scroll which deck would you want to load the tunes. So we're gonna put left on that one and we're gonna play it real quick. Put this volume down a little bit. This is going to be the master one. and this is going to be the primary volume. Plenty of effects in here. Just gonna pause this real quick. Plenty of effects in here. You get the high pass filter, low pass filter, flanger, echo, reverb, and phaser. A quick rundown here. This is going to be your paddles. All of this one, the left paddle represents the left deck, the right one on the right side. So if you flick this on top, whatever you pick here, you can only pick one at a time, it will apply to this deck. So that would be the quick one if you want to lock it. If you want to have like a quick, effect, you can just pull that down and you can hold it down. The effect will apply on this deck. Crossfader, if you want to choose that deck left, that would be the one. The right side, even though it's playing, it's not gonna, you're not gonna hear it. So this is where you scratch and all that stuff, depending on how you want to do it. But that is the feature. Main volume. So how you want to look at this, guys, is it's like a half. All of the features here is exclusively on the left deck, the other one on the right. They're literally the same. So my number one thing about this is the LCD screen right here. I'm gonna put that down real quick. This is very handy. If you see this thing, the outer circle, this represents the actual the center of the jog wheel, where you can scratch if you want. 12 o'clock. Let me see that real quick. That one right there. You can see the black part on top. That's 12 o'clock. That's 1 o'clock. So it represents the direction where the music is going. The white part right down here is how the music is in the stage. For example, this is like the intro part, and when the music goes on, it's gonna add a bar. It's gonna go through all the way to the center, which represents the chorus, then the build up, and then the chorus, then the outro. So this represents where you at on the music. When you're almost done, it's gonna flicker on and off since the tune is almost done. Beats per minute or pitch control, it raises the beats per minute to match whatever you want to play, and it doesn't sound like garbage. The cue, you can definitely program that if you want to put a specific target on the music and you want to go back to it. You can definitely do that. Auto loop, fader cuts, sample, where if you want to put load some stuff in there like DJ Khaled, you can put that in there, or you can load the stems in here. Very powerful stuff. I won't get into the details since this is a quick hit review of the Mixtrack Platinum FX. Up here, guys, is the mic control volume. Mind you, the mic works, but it's only local. So if you use it on streaming, they won't be able to hear you since it's only hardware based, not on a software base. Controllers, this is where you browse, load the music on the deck. You got your high, mids, and lows. Filter, high pass filter. This is the one that makes you sound like, low pass, like too dry and too wet, something like that. And you can emphasize that more on this stuff right here, where you put in the effects. And if you want to, kill it, you got to go to the dry part. And if you want to prolong that a little bit, you go to the wet part. This, I haven't messed with this guys right here, but I'm not quite sure. Q for the headphones. If you want to mix, you want to pick the track where you want to listen so that you can go to transitions. This is the one that you want. Q mix and the Q gain, the volume for it. Or you want to just exclusively on listening on this part right here, you have to pick that. This is for deck selection, guys. You can select how many decks you want. So far, I have only used 2 decks. So my final thoughts on this DJ controller. If you're starting out and does not have enough experience on how the DJ controller works, or you want to dive in and get a new hobby, this is an amazing controller. It's not that expensive. I know it's made of plastic, but that's a good thing, because if you're not gonna go through traveling and doing gigs, definitely you can use this. Maybe just a backup, a backup of a backup. This is a good one. The features that it had and the money that you put into it, the value, which is $279, it's a steal. LCD screen itself gives enough information that if you decide not to look on a laptop and you played just mixing tracks and all, maybe scratch if you like, it's amazing. It's responsive. The jog wheels here, you don't have to be like crazy in it. It's a little heavy, but if you go through it and you spin, it responds like crazy. So if you browse, you want to skip, it does its job perfectly. And that LCD screen is different level, man. It's gonna spoil me. I don't know where this gonna take me onto the DJing hobby or maybe some gigs, but not having a screen here, it's gonna take like crazy adjustment in my opinion, because it's a lot of information that is very, very helpful. Now, there are cons in this one that I do not like. First and foremost, there is not enough output on the back. I'm grateful because there's RCA, but there's no XLR. XLR for me, I have a lot of different mics, maybe 10 mics here. They're all XLR based and they're more balanced. You can get wires such as this Mogami here that I use for reading, books, ebooks and all that. Little booth here. It's just amazing to have an XLR because the quality is definitely there. RCA, it's alright. It's universal. However, to have maybe enough XLR here and other outputs, it would be nice. But then again, it's $279. That is a different DJ controller tier that we're, talking about. But I have to nitpick. And one last thing, the mic. So if you're going streaming, COVID days, you play, you stream, the mics here, although this controller is connected to the PC, they won't be able to hear you. So the mics definitely is hardware based, and what's going to happen there is the local audience or whoever's listening to the music, they can hear it out of the speaker, but there's no output going to the digital realm. So that being said, once again, $279 DJ controller. What you can get out of the price that you paid is simply amazing. Overall, guys, I approve and recommend the Numark Mixtrack Platinum FX. Simply value over price. You cannot beat it. But I hope I was able to assist you guys. Thank you for watching. Always remember, God is good all the time. This is your main boy. Peace out.
It sound right, boy.